It seems like we are able to record both my voice as well as the YouTube video voice as well. That's well and good. So there are a whole bunch of videos that you can see here, and I encourage you to watch all of them. And the book name is Powerful Selling. The author of that book, Kim Richmond, she has her own introductory video that I encourage you to click and watch as well. In addition to that, I have given you some space for you to think and reflect upon it. Okay, so here is some space asking you, after graduation, let's say you become a salesperson for John Deere. What would you do to be successful in your new role selling tractors and equipment? Now, this is where you can think about it and take a few notes of your own. You can record your own thoughts. Now, how will you tell me what you have written? There will be some assignments where you will be answering some of these kind of questions, okay? So we will carry on. So chapter 1, the author, Kim Richmond, she says, the power to get what you want. So in sales, if you are good at sales, you will get many things that you want. You need to convince people to do different things. You are essentially asking for people's money and convince them that you have a product or a service that they will benefit from. So you have to convince them, or you have to make them think that you have something of importance to offer to them. And if you are really good at sales, then you will get what you want. Okay, sales is one of the highly compensated positions if you are good at it. And if you are not good at it, it can take out your energy, and you may feel like, oh my God, why did I even get into this line of profession? Like that you may think. So that's very important. And another important thing about sales is that it generates top revenues. Okay, each salesperson generates enough gross revenues or total revenues to support 13 jobs within a company. Okay, so salespeople are the lifeline of a company. If they don't sell, there is no money coming in. If there is no money coming in, then you cannot buy the inputs and convert the inputs into a product or output that you can sell. Okay, it's very important as well. Now, there is another nice video link over here. I'm not going to click on it, but I encourage you to watch this particular video, which talks about one very famous Ohio personality by name John H. Patterson, whose efforts essentially created sales as we know it today. So the 21st century sales has its origins in this 20th century personality, John H. Patterson. I encourage you to watch it. But then, even though its sales kind of originated in the 18th, 19th, 20th century, in the 21st century, many things have changed. So we will be talking about that here. And now, why sales is important that you are enrolled in this particular course? Because sales is an excellent career opportunity. Okay. Almost half of the students enrolled in this class will become salespeople, as that will be their first profession. So you really have to understand that this can be the first step. When you try to become a salesperson, you will go and attend job interviews, and they will be asking you, what will you do when you go and talk to your customer? And to answer that question, this course can help you. This whole course is to help you answer that particular question. How do you deal with your customer? Which is one of the important business concepts that you will ever come across as part of your business life. Okay. Now, global reach of salespeople. You can see that we are living in the 21st century. The telecommunications have grown enormously. You can easily talk to somebody in China or India. That means you can easily source your products from China and India as well. Source your inputs from China or India or Africa or some other country, and you can bring them here. You can process them here, or you can directly sell it to the American public, or you can take your product from here and sell it in a different country in Europe or in Australia or some other place. That means today, salespeople are actually having global reach, and you have to understand that component as well. And we will be seeing some videos and some concepts as well later in this course. Many multinational corporations have sales offices. Okay. At a minimum, they will have sales office in a foreign country, so that one of your representatives will be there to take your product and introduce it to the customers in some other country, let's say Brazil or China or Russia or some other place. And if you have more money, then you will be able to get a building and hire more people and you can send your own managers to that particular country and you can sell it there as well. So these are all important things that you have to recognize. Now, one another thing, I told you that today sales is 21st century sales, right? And that is what we call sales 2.0. Now, sales 2.0 is different from sales 1.0 mainly because of the technology, especially because of social media. Today, if you give me a product and where you want to sell, in less than 10 or 15 minutes, I can find a whole bunch of names that of people that you need to contact to sell the particular product, or they will be the excellent leads that you can do. How will you do that? You will go to websites such as LinkedIn. Okay, so you will be creating a LinkedIn profile for this course. LinkedIn is one of the fundamental things. That's why Microsoft company essentially bought LinkedIn, because they know how important that particular website is for business sales. So these things are very important, and we will be talking about how to make use of social media, how to do your homework on the online resources, and how you can generate lots of topics for discussions, conversation starters, so that you can be successful in your career. And remember, as I told you in the very beginning of this video clip, you are here to help, not to sell, and that's the primary thing. So the goal of a salesperson is to help. Now that means you have to focus on the customers. Okay, so your focus or your organization's focus should be on the customer, and a customer-centric organization has the customer as the focal point, and that is what I primarily want you to think about. Okay, so here I'm going to stop for page number 1, and when I come back we will talk about page number 2, concepts in chapter 1. So there will be lots of small videos that we will put together so that we build the course. Okay, thank you.